See, I told you that Green Bay sucks.
Go back to school, Amon-Ra.
God, it's making me upset. God.
Chiefs and Patriots fans, go at it in the comments.
Why isn't Patrick Mahomes on this list?
I love them.
It gives me the ick.
How about those Chiefs? Hello and welcome to another episode of the Hurry Up on DAZN, of course. I'm your host, Andre Dixon, with Ash staring at me. I don't know why you're staring at me
Intensely.
so
Looking at
intently.
you.
So intense.
I'm here with Ash and George, of course.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
Yeah.
The hell's this?
You had a tough weekend, right?
Well, it was a tough weekend.
You had a tough weekend.
As a Packer fan.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot you were in mourning.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to wear black.
I mean, I
She's
came
repping the
like...
hat, though.
Yeah, repping the hat. You know what? I'm over it. It's fine. I mourned yesterday. It's currently Tuesday on the day of filming. Guys, I mean, regardless of what happens and stuff, I mean, you might not know this because you bounce to different team every week.
We've started
but
early.
You've still got to rep your team. No fair weather fans on this
I hear
sofa.
it, though. I hear it.
But just not on that chair. So
Speaking of fair weather fans, just, you want to pop at me wearing different merch because my
God.
team's so bad that I have to. I'm showing support to the only people that are going to stop the Eagles winning.
Wow.
The last stone in the Infinity Stones.
Mm-hmm. The Chiefs, yeah?
The Chiefs.
Well,
But, George.
yeah. Don't do it.
Sir.
Ah,
We're talking about, just ripping other people's stuff. I thought we might as well, get this out of the way. A little while ago, you was running your mouth about the Houston Texans.
and I never will stop.
Particularly my friend, CJ Stroud. And the agreement was, if they lose, then you don't have to wear their apparel. But if they win, then you have to wear not only the jersey, the person you don't like the most, CJ Stroud.
Ugh.
You have to wear his jersey. Now, they handed you your backsides.
yeah. That's to put it lightly.
Chargers,
That's to put it
please.
lightly.
This is your fault, Chargers. Justin Herbert, this is your damn fault.
You're blaming Harbaugh for
Yeah,
that.
I am.
So I just want to see what's going on. Because the agreement was that George has to wear the Texan jersey.
Do like a little ASMR vibe.
Well,
Get 'em-
he ain't
get 'em
even
off
took
to
the
them.
I
thing
want
off.
this on and off.
You are supposed to wear, and we'll make sure that we get him to take some pictures in it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. He's really it's like Petty LaBelle. He's wearing several layers.
Listen, I don't really care. I'm aware of this for the short time that I got it. I'm going to just say this. Chargers, you let me down. I backed you to win this damn game. You couldn't do nothing.
He looks great in it, don't you think so?
You know what? I think you suit the colours.
Don't say that, guys. Don't.
How do you
This will
feel,
be-
though, George?
I feel
I've been in a
dirty.
I've been in a Vikings
I
jersey.
feel horrible. I feel like I need to have a shower. Like, it's making me upset. God. Look, props to the Texans. In the first quarter or the first half, they were shambolic. They were awful. I was getting my popcorn ready. I had a nice drink on the side. This game was done. And then they went in at halftime and came out, and it was all guns blazing, and they just absolutely dominated. So what can I say? Like, my team in the playoffs, they were never going to make the playoffs. The team that I hate were in the playoffs, and then now advanced into the divisional round. So I'm wearing the jersey. CJ Stroud, you ain't my friend, but I'm wearing it anyway. And we're done with it. We're done with it. No more.
New,
Right.
new Texans fan.
Oh,
George
he's a new
Everett.
Texan fan. You got,
Absolutely
you got
not.
Another person. So, while George is Petty LaBelle and he takes off the jersey, here's what we learned last week in the world of NFL with Ollie Wilson.
We learned this week that the LA Chargers are just a wide receiver away from being able to compete for a Super Bowl. When you think about it, Lad McConkey and co did a pretty decent job against the Houston Texans defense that was just demolishing that offense whenever it got the opportunity. And when the Chargers run game slowed down, they just needed that superstar power to really elevate the passing game over the top. Justin Herbert doesn't have that in the ranks now with his receivers, but maybe a Tyreek Hill could change that. That's for the future. For the present, it's the Texans going through, led by their defense, to take on the Kansas City Chiefs in the divisional round coming up this weekend. Elsewhere, on Saturday night of the playoffs of the wildcard weekend, the Baltimore Ravens just sweeping past the Steelers. The AFC North Kings coming to the forefront, with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry doing what they do. Of course, the Steelers haven't looked like a playoff team, let alone a Super Bowl contender this season, finishing their campaign with an 0-5 record. Mike Tomlin's winning record as a head coach in Pittsburgh may well be holding back a big overhaul with some beefy draft picks. He's just too good to fall into the top 10 picks in the draft right now. Is that what holding back the Steelers' offense and the revamp that they so surely need, particularly at quarterback? Elsewhere then on Wildcard Weekend, moving into the Sunday games, Buffalo beating Denver. There is signs of life for the future under Sean Payton and Bo Nix, who in his playoff debut, the young Denver QB, looked pretty good, but he just didn't look as good as Josh Allen, that Bills attack. Once Buffalo got rolling, they looked unstoppable despite that Denver defense, and Buffalo go through to the next round to take on the Baltimore Ravens coming up this weekend. The Eagles took on the Packers at Lincoln Financial Field, got the job done, turnover after turnover for that Eagles defense, but the offense stumbling and stalling, as it has done a lot under the hands of Jalen Hurts. If they can get the offense moving, they'll look like a real Super Bowl contender, but right now it's hard to see them as being anything but just about getting through side. We'll see what happens, of course, when the Eagles rear up for their next playoff game against the LA Rams. More on that in a moment. The late night game on Sunday, Washington against Tampa Bay. If you've got a game down the stretch that's close, you bank now on Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders to get the job done. They've done it 3 times in real high-profile games against the Bears, against the Eagles in the regular season, and now with a game-winning field goal as time inspired against the Buccaneers too. There's something about the clutch and this Cinderella story that keeps being written for Daniels, the rookie QB, and this Commanders offense that's seeing Scary Terry looking very scary indeed at wide out. The Bucs beaten surprisingly on home soil on Sunday night. And finally, the Vikings stumble on the final weekend of the regular season against the Lions. They took that form into their first playoff encounter against the LA Rams this weekend on Monday Night Football, and the Rams destroyed the Vikings. It was a brutal beatdown in Los Angeles as the Rams set up their tie with the Eagles this weekend. What can you say about the Vikings? They look so good at the start of this year, and Sam Darnold has just brought that Jets form back at the worst time possible. Perhaps there's still life for the future in Minnesota, but right now their playoff journey is done and dusted. And the games coming up on DAZN this weekend, as we mentioned, we'll see the Chiefs taking on the Texans, the Bills will take on the Ravens in the AFC, and in the NFC we will have the Eagles taking on the LA Rams and the Washington Commanders taking on the Detroit Lions. The number 1 seeds are in the mix this weekend. You can catch it all on DAZN.
Okay, thanks, Ollie, for that. Now, guys, we've got a lot of news to catch up with. It doesn't stop.
It doesn't.
No.
Mike McCarthy, because I had to double check, before I say it.
Yeah.
Because I was in Paris yesterday.
Oh,
Right, for some.
bougie, isn't it? Yeah.
That would be me. And I was out for drinks. And I thought I drunk too much because when I saw that Mike McCarthy and the Cowboys are parting ways,
Double vision.
I actually sent a message to you guys saying, am I drunk?
Yeah. I mean, is anybody surprised, though? I think that's the first big thing.
Yes.
But I know Jerry Jones released like a whole massive statement. So both him and Mike McCarthy, they were sitting down. They were kind of going through what their plan was, how they could move forward, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then before kind of contract talks and negotiations could come about, they then decided that it would be beneficial for both parties to part ways. So it was a mutual agreement. I personally think for the sake of Mike McCarthy and his career, best move he can do is to leave the Cowboys organization.
This is what.
Well, I mean, that's a different conversation. But I do think that the Cowboys' issue is not Mike McCarthy; it's a deeper root.
His name
within
is Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
His name is Jerry Jones. But this is why I find it weird, because the Bears requested to speak to or interview Mike McCarthy, and they rejected it. And you've waited till the end of the season to have that discussion with Mike McCarthy for his contract literally to run out before you decide to part ways. You could have been giving him opportunities elsewhere, or as a Cowboys owner, you could have gone looking for Ben Johnson, OC of the Lions, or even Glenn in DC, who are being touted to go to every single team in the NFL. What are they doing?
Screwed it over, to put it lightly.
It's so strange, right?
Yeah.
This is why the Cowboys will never get anywhere. Unless, and we're going to talk about this, Dion makes a move.
This is where Colorado University,
Yes.
If I had my alarm button that we had last week,
Bing, bing, bing.
forgot to put it out today, and I'm not going to move because this will all fall like Jenga. So, I'll be pressing that button
Imaginary, yeah.
if I was from Colorado University because Deion Sanders, I don't think he's going to turn this down.
Yeah.
He's been speaking to Jerry Jones.
Well, it's interesting because if you follow the path of what Deion has done, Jackson State, and he left Jackson State for Colorado, a move people didn't think he would make, and people were calling him all kinds of names for being two-faced and leaving his team. Went to Colorado, didn't have an amazing first seat, but look at what he's doing. Look at the guys that he's produced. Now it seems like the next step is the Cowboys. Now, I will say, if he does move to the Cowboys, you have to be aware of the power struggle with Jerry Jones, because we all know it's Jerry's world and we're all just living in it. But Deion is a different man. That's different gravy right there.
Do you think that he will concede,
Power
basically
to
make
Jerry.
changes if he has it? Because Deion Sanders is the star there.
So he's come out and said how much he respects Jerry. They've had a conversation. But if Deion becomes the head coach of that team, it's Deion's way. Fact. Jerry still pulls the strings because he's got the money in that sense, but it's Deion's team.
Ash,
You want success?
I'm sorry to cut you. I'm apologise for that.
That's right.
But I'm excited to make this happen. This is not. It's in my division. The only person who will be punished by this is me in this room. But I really want it for the sake of football and for the sake of interest. This is
big, man.
This is kind of like
rock the boat.
Lewis Hamilton moving to Ferrari if Deion Sanders goes to the Cowboys. I would align them.
Almost. But I do think for the sake of interest, definitely you've got it spot on. I think really is all it's going to take is for Jerry Jones to have respect for somebody, for him to let the new head coach make changes. Does that make sense? So maybe, did Jerry Jones actually like Mike McCarthy all along? Did he respect him all along? But as always, anything can happen within the NFL. Things change every day until there is actual confirmation, pen on paper, and Deion Sanders is in the building. It's still, I think personally, it is still up for grabs, but it's kind of looking as if it's going in that direction. But for the sake of interest, you're right, and for the sake of the Cowboys,
I think it'll be amazing.
I kind of hope so.
Would,
I hope so.
I love big moves happening. Even
100%. And
Well,
I think
rock
Deion Sanders has got it in him to be a great head coach in the NFL. So I do think he needs to move out of college football, out of the university kind of style of things. But who knows what's going to happen? Jerry Jones, he could take on head coach role himself. He could.
That would be hilarious.
He could. Yeah.
He'd be on the sideline in his helicopter, calling plays from the helicopter.
Well, in the world of strategic moves, I must give this person their props because this is the slickest move ever. Now, Mike Vrabel went to interview with the Jets, had no interest in the actual job, but knowing that if he did that, if there was even an inkling of him going to the Jets, then the Patriots will move quick. They sack their head coach. 24 hours later, who was in the building? Mike Vrabel. And now he's the new coach of the New England
Chess,
Patriots.
not checkers.
That's right.
Pretty much. I think we all know this one was going to happen. He played in the organization. He's been there. He understands that culture. To be fair, I know he's a AFC South rival of past with the Titans, but I like Mike Vrabel. I think he's the guy who changes culture when it comes to football, and certain teams need that. Same way that Deion would do that at the Cowboys. I think Mike Vrabel, the moment he walks into a room, he commands that attention. He commands that respect, and players will want to play for that. So I still think they're in a bad spot in terms of the team. You've got bright spots in the QB, Drake May, and certain other positions, but he's not going to change the entire franchise. Let's be real now. But he's a good hire.
Everyone making moves, yet the Giants stay still because I know what I'm looking forward to next season.
You're just happy with where you're at.
Nothing. That's what I'm looking forward to. So I'm gonna have to get up all caps except for the Eagles. All right, let's go through last weekend's games. Houston, your favorite team, beat the Chargers.
Yeah, I'll be real quick because I had to wear that dirty jersey. Credit to them. I can't say anything bad. They started off poorly and came out swinging. The Chargers need a lot of help. They need pass catchers. They don't have any pass catchers. And that's very evident. Justin Herbert needs some help there. But the D-line for the Texans on any given day can destroy any offensive line, and we saw that.
And Ash has started trouble earlier on in the season talking about Mike Tomlin. And then now there's talks, people. There's unrest in Steelers world because they got beaten down by the Ravens.
Yeah, listen, Steelers fans, I was with you. I wanted you to get the job done. But I mean, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, this Ravens team came out swinging. And we all know that this fiery divisional matchup, like, it's always good. But listen, the Steelers could not get the job done. And, you know, we all know playoff football is so different. One and done, you are out. I think, you know, the Steelers, they tried to claw something back, but this Ravens team, just too good on the day of football. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
As predicted, the Bills beat down the Broncos.
Yeah, I got to say, though, put some respect on the Broncos. They're not there right now. They got a good one in Bo Nix. And when they scored that opening touchdown to Franklin, rookie to rookie, and they got that chemistry from college days, I was like, oh, damn, we got a game.
Yeah.
We got a game.
But that was the only thing
Short-
that happened.
that was it. Very short-lived. And the Bills do what they do. And I like the Bills because now they've got pass catchers and playmakers all over the field. Yeah. Not Josh Allen, not just one guy or one receiver. They got playmakers everywhere.
Yes, and it's my turn to say thanks for nothing, Packers. Because the Eagles roll on closer to getting into the Super Bowl, which we agreed, if I support your team, they'd do something. Even turn up.
Maybe you didn't do enough, Joe. Maybe you didn't wear enough Packers clothes. Yeah. Listen, I won't take up too much of your good people's time with this take. I mean, the past couple of weeks, Packers just aren't playing good football. Whether it's a question of and I love MLF. I love Matt LaFleur, but you know, his clock management isn't good. It was terrible calls. Just things weren't happening. There's definitely something missing from this Packers team. They've got the ingredients to be amazing, but just something isn't happening. I will say special teams with the Packers is dire. Your man's got to go. But I think, and I was chatting to Matt as well before we hit record, but I think that game against the Eagles was over literally within the first 2 minutes because Sean Nixon, the refs, and I was chatting to you guys as well. Yeah. I was like, damn, the refs are on the Eagles side here. I think there was just bad calls all over, but injuries on the Packers side and everything. And we are still the youngest team in the playoffs, but Matt LaFleur has now been to the playoffs, I think it's either 5 or 6 times now. Something's got to happen with this team.
Wait a minute, were you hot seating him?
No, I'm personally.
It sounds like there's
no way.
I'm personally not hot seating him, but a lot of Packer fans online are on the fire MLF train.
That's shocking.
Ungrateful. Bring him to us.
Yeah,
that's
no,
fine.
No, I'm not on the train.
Right.
But
that is not right.
But you know what? There's always fans like this.
It.
When your team gets knocked out, there will have been people like Denver fans, Broncos fans, being like, "Fire Sean Hayden," 100%. But it is emotional, and I do think, you know, for Packer fans, that was brutal because I think the fans wanted it so much. But I mean, I'll always be repping my G, not repping any other team, unlike Dre.
I have to, for sanity.
Come on, you can rep a bit of the Giants every now and then, so come on.
For what? You have to earn my fandom. You have to earn it.
Hiring the plane out and about.
See, look, the two people with dud teams are not wearing any form of apparel from their teams.
No rep.
No. Moving on.
Yes.
Rams showed
oh my God,
dominance against the Vikings.
I think just round of applause quickly
I mean,
for this Rams team.
Why are you applauding them? Like, you're so... Go on.
Man, Rams, Vikings. I got a soft spot for the Vikings. They're a great team. They represent well here in the UK, and they're great to me. So I just think, you know, going 14-3 in the regular season and then getting into the playoffs, once again, flaming out in the first round, in the wildcard round. They did a similar thing in 2022, I believe it was. Something isn't clicking right. I don't know if it's Sam Darnold and his play. He got sacked 9 times. The Rams defense, Jared Verse, in my opinion, is Defensive Rookie of the Year, had an absolute game. You can never rule out the Rams when you have Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay, not to even talk about Kupp, who had a quiet game, but it's still very effective. Yeah. You got Kyron Williams, you got Puka Nacua. Great team, underrated, and their defense as well speaks volumes.
Yeah, I do think it's important to say as well, obviously, with everything that's going on in LA at the moment, I think definitely worth a shout out to the Cardinals organization for what they've done for the LA Rams. Sending coaches, getting families out, 6 dogs, 2 cats, absolutely love it. I don't know the exact number, but I think they ordered the specific kind of paint that the LA Rams use, and it was like gallons and gallons of it to make it just feel like a home game for the Rams. And to be fair, both Vikings fans and Rams fans, they traveled well. Like, I was watching it, it looked great and everything. But just, you know, with what's happening in LA, this Rams team, they came out and they played with heart. Like, you could see it. So, I mean, yeah, but fair play to the Cardinals for doing what they did. I think, you know, it's nice to see teams and the NFL being a family and stepping up for one
Football is
another.
family, right?
Yeah,
So.
love it.
Yes, that's right, Ash. It is honestly a nice touch from the Arizona Cardinals because you know, it's just a game at the end of the day. I know we love it, and we live and breathe it, but it is a game, and there's more important things that are going on.
No, exactly.
So,
yeah.
Salute to them.
Yep.
Let's get to Outlandish.
Ooh.
This is obviously, for those who know, it's the part of the show where I've been scouring over the internet, social media, everywhere to find the most outlandish takes. See what they think of it. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Right. The winner of the Bills versus Ravens will win the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's...
That,
I
so
like
they're
that.
going to the Super Bowl, 100%. Whoever wins out of the Bills and the Ravens,
Okay.
they're going to the Super Bowl. Whether they'll win it will depend on what NFC team comes to the Super Bowl as well. For the life of me, God, imagine if it's a Bills Rams Super Bowl. That would be one that nobody was
That's
expecting.
hard.
But I don't think they'll win it. Oh, I don't know. It's difficult. Someone else jump in.
I'm going to reluctantly say no. I don't think they will, because I've been burnt many a time by doubting the Chiefs, as much as I don't want to back them, and I've learned my lesson each and every time. Whether they get help or not, it seems to always be the Chiefs. So I'm going to say no, but I would like it to be one of those. I'm going to say no.
The Texans will cause an upset and reach the Super Bowl.
All right. The first thing about this comment is I hate the Texans. Everyone knows that. However, if they can take down the Chiefs, because that's who they're playing next, but they're playing in Arrowhead, and that is no easy place to go and play football, right?
Noisy.
It's
That's
very
a,
noisy.
That's a big thing.
Very,
but
very
yeah.
noisy. And you've got Steve Spagnuolo, one of the most underrated DCs in football right now. And the Chiefs have a great defense. If they can pull off this win, I may not be so hateful of the Texans, because we're all wishing for this different Super Bowl matchup. Anyone but the Chiefs, right? And which is weird to say, because if they're good, they're good. Aside from when they're getting help. But it's going to be a tough game. I don't think they can put it off. So my answer to that will be no.
All right, I'm going to quickly go through the rest of these things that I've seen. Now that Mike Vrabel is at the wheel, watch out. The Patriots are back, baby.
I mean, God love this Patriots fan who's put that in there. Having Mike Vrabel in the building, great. But I mean, that doesn't mean that your team is...
They're going to be
Yeah.
back.
Gonna do
Apparently,
everything.
they're saying.
They got a lot of holes to fill, but they got a great head coach for sure, yes.
Oh, yeah.
But he doesn't mean they're back, no.
They'll be rebuilding for a nice amount of time and stuff. But yeah, I mean...
The Eagles are a ticking time bomb, and the Rams will blow them up.
Oh,
You like that?
I see the...
Absolutely love it.
Ticking time bomb from what perspective? I don't think so personally.
Well, I think the person's talking about
is the
the sideline stuff.
I gotta say, that's been going on for a while. That's not a new thing. People who don't understand, that's been going on for a while. Him and Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown, they don't like each other. They work with each other. They're colleagues, and that's it. Right? That's it.
Oh, it's so weird to hear they're colleagues.
It's going to be a great game. I don't think the Rams will blow them up. I think it'll be close, but I think the Eagles.
Tom Brady said that there's a difference between like special talent. That everyone in the NFL has got a talent.
Yep.
But there's championship players.
Yep.
And championship players are not about themselves and their stats. They're about, what do I need to do, even if I don't touch the ball,
To help the team.
I think you see that more in the Rams than you do the Eagles at the moment.
I agree.
Because the Eagles, I mean, you've got players in there that want to get those numbers, want to do this, want to do this. And it kind of just feels as if, yes, they're a team, but they're also after their own as well.
I get that, though, because even though I only played in the UK, I wanted to do things for myself. I wanted yards, I wanted touchdowns, but you still want the team to win. So there's a level of...
Selfish.
No, but it's true. Like, you don't play the game just to...
You took the words out my mouth, yeah.
You want some accolades, but of course you want the team to win.
But you
too,
want the team to win. At
Of
this
course
point,
you do. Of
during
course
the
you do.
season, fine. But And obviously
course you
people
do.
got financial incentives, as we've
Yes.
seen.
Yeah.
But come on, like you're
At
in the
this
playoffs
stage,
now.
you just need to. Yeah.
you know,
but their history goes way back.
Okay. Right, you asked me to name one of the sources that have said this. Okay, you ready? See, I told you that Green Bay sucks. Amara St. Brown.
Wow.
Is it Amara?
Damn.
I thought that was the whole name of the person. I was
Yeah.
like, that's a very long.
I mean, you can't really. What
social
can you say
name.
to that apart from not necessarily agree, but they're not in the playoffs?
Amon Ra wrote this.
Amara said, again, I'm going to read it again.
No, it's all right.
No,
Just double
that's
check it's
fine.
Amon Ra.
I'm fine to do it again
How did
because
he-
I enjoy reading
How
it.
did he spell Green Bay this time? Because did he go
Ooh.
back to school? Because
Wow.
he got it wrong when he wore the t-shirt.
He said,
Has he spelled Green Bay?
Two
How many
words
words
or
is
one
that?
word?
I don't know. Moving on.
Go back to school, Amon Ra.
Right, last one.
Yeah.
If the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, they are the best NFL dynasty ever. That means that they're better than the Patriots.
No.
Why would anyone say what? Because of the three-peat. The three-peat is special.
Repeat
right?
is special. No one's
Three-peat
done
is
that.
No one's
special.
done it. It's very special. But until you eclipse what the Patriots have done,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Steelers have won how many? 6, I think it is. Steelers have won 6. The Patriots have won.
Yeah, but a dynasty is
I
back-to-back
get it.
trophies.
I get
So
it.
No.
I would say,
They're not.
Would you say
no.
yeah? What would you say? You answer it.
You know what? If
No, I want to you on. You
Oh,
answer
sorry,
it. You answer
sorry, I thought you
it.
put it in.
I think
If
if
the
you,
Chiefs get a
and then
4-peat.
you come.
if you do something that has never been done before,
Yeah,
something that Tom Brady was trying to do,
correct. I get that.
there's a conversation to be had. I'm not saying it's definite. I'm just saying that it's worthy of a
respect it
conversation.
It's not been done before, and to
Yeah.
do that and then be on your 4th Super Bowl and win that as a three-peat is special.
Yeah,
what's
But-
the definition of a dynasty?
back-to-back trophies.
Is that just it, or
Yeah,
is it over,
an
or
era
is it
of
over-
dominance.
An era of dominance.
Yeah, because if you got 3 years back-to-back,
I mean, and what the Patriots do, they did it over a decade. Their dominance, didn't they?
yeah, but
Pretty-
obviously they've won it, before that as well.
I don't know.
I don't.
And,
I think-
remember as well, they've been in the Super Bowl
Many a
that they
time.
lost.
I don't know.
So
Listen, I
Good
still
question.
think. Yeah, no, it is a good question.
if people are going to put LeBron
on the pedestal.
on a pedestal to say, okay, he's been in like 10 finals over a certain amount of years. Obviously,
yeah, but
I would say you'd have to give
I think
Mahomes,
no,
Kelsey
Nah.
that same type of respect.
no. See, I probably wouldn't at the moment, just because I don't think the Chiefs and some of their players, Mahomes, is actually having a good season themselves.
I know you can
I
say you
think
can't have a good
obviously
season. Look at the win.
He
loss
isn't
rate.
perfect.
if the
Personally, though.
Chiefs get this three-peat, and it's an if, they haven't got this in the bag. If they get this three-peat, I think it says more about how good Andy Reid is and the coaching staff rather than maybe the players themselves at the moment. It's so difficult to be like, oh, because they've got the three-peat, they're going to be better than the Patriots. It's the weighing scales, I think, are still leaning towards the Patriots rather than the Chiefs at the moment. I think it's going to take another few years to see what they do.
Yeah.
Tell you
And
what,
let's see what Patrick Mahomes can do. Hey,
Chiefs
Patrick,
and Patriots fans, go at it in the comments because this is I'm
Well,
up for the conversation.
Patriots fans will just tell you, of course not, because we're still reigning, like in terms of you're talking about Super Bowls and legacies.
Yeah, but you haven't. Done
But
the
you haven't won it.
three-peat.
I get that, and that is
Three-peat
that
is-
is special. It is very special, and you have to put respect. You got to give them their flowers if they get that. So it's a great debate.
Anyone can be a supervillain.
Mhm.
Can you be Thanos?
Oof.
That's the difference.
yeah.
Right, it's time for us to go through our divisional round predictions. It is time
Yeah.
for you to put your knowledge
Yeah.
and your cojones on the line here. Now we're going to see who's right and wrong.
Mhm.
Fans, don't get in your feelings
Literally,
about
like-
when we don't pick your team. Life moves on.
Oh, you don't know boo.
Ugh, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
Don't
we
worry.
will.
Right, okay. Let's start off
Hmm?
with the Texans versus the Chiefs. So they're at the Chiefs. What say you?
Listen, give me the Texans, guys.
Oh wow.
I love an upset.
Damn, Texans.
This Chiefs team, I think 9 games in the regular season. It's been just like one school games. If this Texan can turn up on the day, they could give this Chiefs a bit of a run for their money. I want to take everyone back to how the Chiefs barely won against the Panthers, like one of the worst teams in the NFL this season. Listen, on any given Sunday, anything can happen. We know this about the NFL. This is a bit more of a heart pick over a head pick, but I love it. Texans, I'm riding with you.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I've been burnt many a time. I've learnt my lesson, and I feel like Steve Spagnuolo and that defense of the Kansas City Chiefs are going to take advantage of the weak O-line of the Houston Texans and get CJ Stroud. So the Chiefs go marching on. It's as simple as that.
How about those Chiefs?
I ain't going to do that. No. No. You can do that with the hat on.
Yeah, it's turned his hat around now.
Yeah.
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 I
Just
noticed
so
that
you
as
know.
well.
Such a fan.
Wow.
I need.
God
Listen,
damn.
let me explain it to you lot at home. I cannot have the Eagles winning. So this is my last hope. I can't rely on the Lions. I can't rely on the Rams. These are the guys I can rely on. So therefore, they will stop evil
Wow.
winning, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
This is my ward off. Some people have a cross.
You
This is
wear
why I have the
Chiefs.
Chiefs hat.
The Chiefs.
I see.
So funny.
Relax. Stop moaning. Right, let's go to the Commanders at Lions.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to say the Commanders fans are feeling very confident right now.
Oh, they
They
want
were
them.
chanting, "We want Detroit."
Don't do that.
You don't want that. You don't want that because I'm going with the Lions. Commanders, I love it. I would love the story. You've done well. Jaden Daniels has had a hell of a season. I'm happy for you as a franchise. But the Lions are different gravy. They are different gravy. And Dan Campbell isn't about to get this far to lose to the Commanders. Lions win.
I want to say Washington. I do want to say it.
Yeah, go for it.
Washington. Let's do this, baby. Washington Commanders. Let's get the job done. If my Packers aren't there, we're going to be taken off every NFC North team on the road to the Super
I
Bowl.
think that you have not looked at this properly. The Washington Commanders at
No.
the Detroit Lions
No,
with
no.
all of their
Field.
fans and Eminem there.
Ford
Guys,
Field.
no, guys, I
and
know.
Haley.
And
This-
Megatron.
And Haley.
And Haley. Oh. In my head, I had Haley Steinfeld. I was like,
No,
why
no,
is she
no,
not in Buffalo? No. Listen, I know this Lions team. Like, I know. Again, I'm going with a heart pick over a head pick. Listen, even as a Packer fan, this Lions team has been fun to watch. Dan Campbell makes anybody want to run through a brick wall.
Yeah.
It's been fun. It's exciting. Chances are this Lions team's going to win anyway, but I can still support the Washington Commanders.
Fair.
And I think this game is going to be a lot funner than anybody expects. And I don't think the Lions are going to have a complete runoff maybe with this.
See.
Again, Washington needs to turn up on the day, and anything can happen.
Rams at the Eagles. Who have you got? I'll start with you.
LA Rams. It's difficult to shake.
No, but we're hate watching. That's different.
No, but generally, after looking at what the LA Rams did
it's a tough
yesterday, again, we're recording on Tuesday.
Yeah.
This Rams team come out fighting in the playoffs. They have got so much bigger. Matt Stafford, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp. Oh, Sean McVay in the
Higbee.
playoffs. Man. And again, like we've already mentioned, this Eagles team, even though they are they're one team, they've got their own little incentives as well. And I just think, you know what, if you can unpick something in this Eagles team, they can fall apart very quickly. And if there's a team to do it, it's going to be the Rams.
This is a great matchup, and I'm torn because you've got great pieces on both sides of the ball, two good defenses, potential defensive rookies of the year on both sides. You've got Cooper DeJean, you've got Quinion Mitchell, you've got Braden Fisk, you've got Jared Verse. I am going to go with the Eagles, though, just because I think Jalen Hurts' dynamic ability to run the ball, as well as Saquon, as well as pass to options like Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, will just take them over the edge. I think it'll be really close, and we might even see overtime.
Oh.
But I think the Eagles do end up winning.
Maybe.
I'm not impressed with what I saw from the Eagles, and this is despite my hate.
He didn't
I wasn't
play that well.
I was not impressed at all with what I saw on the field. Saquon's doing a lot of the legwork.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was not impressed with Hurts. AJ Brown, I don't know what the hell's going on.
One or
over
two
there.
catches, I think it was.
Like I'm not like productivity. He ain't getting the ball, but I just think the harmony. There's something not right.
Yeah.
It'll blow up. Nick Sirianni, run and hide. Now, last one. Ravens at the Bills.
God
I
damn,
think we're
what a
very
game.
50-50 on this, aren't we?
I'm
I
not.
think. Are we all going to choose the same team?
I'm not.
To win.
I'm down with the Ravens.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong. The Bills are a good team, clearly. The Ravens bringing in Derrick Henry is a cheat code. It is a cheat code.
Okay.
You just have to look at the last game. Pick your damn poison. Both these guys can take over games on their own. I know Josh Allen can do the same thing, but they don't have a Derrick Henry. And if you look at it, they don't really have a number one receiver. I'm not saying you have to have that because the Ravens don't have that either. Zay Flowers may be back, but even if he is, he isn't that number one receiver. I just think that having Derrick Henry, and we're talking about defenses right now, purely on the offensive side, I think Derrick Henry just brings a ridiculous element. You have to respect it. So for me, it will be close. And in the last game, the Ravens blew him out. So I think the Ravens win this game and they go marching on.
Yeah, give me the Buffalo Bills. I am loving what I'm seeing from them. Josh Allen, absolutely thriving. Yeah, they might not have a Derrick Henry, but they got a James Cook.
They do.
Just let him keep cooking. And again, I think like the mentality side of things plays a massive part in playoff football. Do I like what I'm seeing maybe more from the Buffalo Bills than the Ravens at the moment mentality side? Yes. Again, this is a really difficult game to call. This is going to be one of the best games that I think we see in the playoffs. It's such a good matchup.
Can't wait.
So yeah, I mean, tough game. I like what you've said. This could potentially go to overtime. This could be, anything can happen here. But give me the Bills. Come on, Bills Mafia. I will jump through a table on next week's show.
Oh.
If the Bills beat the Ravens.
Ooh. You heard it here
Jump through a
first.
table.
We'll make it out of
We'll
like
have to
paper.
put a table here and bring it. We've got to do a Bills Mafia table.
Where there's no,
Cardboard.
there's only going to be like absolutely no.
Health and
Where there's a
safety out the
blade, there's a
window.
claim.
Yeah.
Absolutely
I'll
no.
have to sign a form.
Sorry, let's just put a little something underneath there because Ash ain't doing that. That's for sure.
You know how the Bills Mafia, they get like little babies and they're like...
Yeah, you can
do
do it with your fingers and we'll make a paper
Oh yeah,
table.
yeah.
Yeah, who you got?
50-50 split here, man. I just got a feeling that Bills defense and it being at Bills makes a bit of
Oh,
a
a high
difference.
mark.
I just think that Lamar Jackson's receiver's going to let him down. Zay Flowers and
Yeah, Rashad
Brayman.
Bateman isn't the greatest, but he's been playing well.
I don't know. I
But you
just
got the
I mean,
tight
Mark
ends.
Andrews doesn't have a day every week and stuff. Like, if he needs to turn up.
Likely. Got
Yeah.
Isaiah Likely.
I don't know.
It's a tough one, isn't it, this one?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like momentum from what I saw is with the Bills.
You
You're
think?
going Bills.
It's fair. I mean, it's fair because
I just don't trust the receivers for the Ravens. That's
fair.
all.
That's fair.
There's no wrong answer, which is great.
There will be though.
Well, yeah, them fans are going to say.
But we're all entitled to our own opinion.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
of course.
on that,
Oh.
we've decided to put in another section for you guys
Dun, dun,
because we
dun.
love you guys so much, and we've been getting such great feedback.
Yeah.
love it,
However, we don't like concentrating just on the cheers and the applause. We also like to focus on those more so American fans that do not understand that people outside of America can watch NFL.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
So we've decided to come up with something that you guys keep on saying all again and again and again.
Mm-hmm.
Stick to soccer. This is our new section.
I can't
so what
wait.
we're going to do is read out
Yep.
the most stupid comments that we get.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what? I can only help you by shaming you.
Let me go
Here's
first.
your spotlight.
Let me
of
go first.
stupidity.
Let me go first.
So, take it away, George.
I'm ready. All right. So on the last show we had, I spoke about how the Vikings made it to the playoffs and flamed out. So this is what he said. They didn't make the playoffs last year. Dip. Bro,
Literally quite aggressive straight away.
Literally, they went 7-10. These guys know nothing about football. Stick to soccer. Skull Vikings will go the distance.
Oh.
So
what happened?
Oh, he's,
all right,
so he's a Vikings
all right.
fan.
He's a
first of all,
Vikings
as well.
fan, which makes it even worse. Two things. Number one, yeah, I got the year wrong. It was 2022 against the Giants.
For shame.
2022. Oh, I got the year wrong. Big deal. But what happened? You got to the wild card round and you got bounced out, just like you did this time, right? And number two, as for you guys going the distance, what happened in the game against the Rams?
What, bounced out,
You got
mate?
bounced out.
Run
Yeah.
over.
So I'll
out.
stick to soccer so long as you know that you're the dip. It's all
You know
good.
what? I absolutely love it because none of us have ever said that we know everything about the NFL.
Nobody does.
Every day is a school day for me.
Yep.
And if somebody out there says, "Oh, I know everything about NFL,"
Cap.
you're lying, buddy. But oh my god, if you get the year wrong,
Literally,
Yes.
like,
Oh my
I
God.
do enjoy it. It's
oh my
funny,
God.
but
so I have
it's
to,
nice to.
I have to stat check things all the
Yeah,
time,
like what?
even for my own team and stuff. I'm just like, oh, actually, wait, was it 5? Was it 6 Super Bowls? Was it this year? Was it this year? And
Yeah.
stuff like, give over.
So what's your one?
Well,
Who's your winner?
guys,
Lucky winner.
I get some juicy comments, and you guys know this.
Yeah,
It's every
sorry. I should laugh
day.
or something.
It's every day. Listen, What is my favorite one recently?
Funny.
I mean, I've got a couple. The one that I do love, and this is aimed at all three of us, not just me as a woman
Why did I get a shot?
who loves chatting about NFL. There's no knowledge of football. They are bums and clowns.
A bum.
Let me get my clown mask out real quick.
Bums
Come on,
and
bro.
A
clowns.
bum and a clown.
So you're a bum and a clown.
Oh.
You're a bum and a clown. And I'm a bum and a clown.
You
Honest-
went, what?
I love it.
Let's just stick to
Why
soccer,
not
shall
be
we?
nice? Just
Let's
be
stick to
nice.
soccer. Let's stick to
What?
soccer.
A bum
You
and a
can't.
clown.
You can't win.
Yo.
You cannot win.
I love it. So we've had like, you're a dick.
Oh
But
yeah.
also, you're a bum.
a bum and a clown.
And I'm
Quite
a
literally.
colonial, apparently. Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean,
Well,
it's
I
fantastic.
like these. They're funny.
I love it.
We're going to carry on looking around for the most stupid comments
Mm.
because, you know what? We enjoy it.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
win.
you
So
know what?
Doesn't affect
it
us
doesn't matter
in
what
any
you
way.
say.
It rolls
However-
off of us.
Mm.
However,
I was about
we
to say-
need to teach people that we clap back.
Well, well, I was going to say.
And we've got quite a lot of restraint. Right, we're going to go on to something more positive now, which is the Hurry Up Awards, where we choose or nominate as such best running back,
Yeah.
best defense,
Yeah.
and best quarterback. We are going to choose
Nice.
4
Okay.
for you. We're not making an ultimate decision. That's for you, the people.
Oh, I love
so you
this.
can't
Nice.
moan
Nice.
and call us bums and clowns.
Yeah.
So we come up with the list, and it's up to the fans to vote and choose
I like
for
it.
the winner.
I
This
like
is
it.
from fans that happen
For
to
the
be
fans.
from an
UK.
international
Shock.
base.
We're not American.
For you, the people. So you guys are going to choose
Okay.
who wins in these categories. So
Cool.
first of all,
Okay.
let's start off with the big one. Best quarterback.
Hell.
Now the nominations are
Yes.
as follows. Josh Allen,
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson,
hmm
Joe Burrow,
Ooh.
Jaden Daniels,
Okay.
Okay.
or Jared Goff,
Okay.
or Matthew Stafford. Now you guys have to choose
I feel like
who gets that last spot.
the first 3 that you named are pretty much locks, I would say. So
Okay.
We're
Joe
happy with that.
Burrow, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson.
And I just want to say, this is for this season.
Yes.
There's a Chiefs fan out there somewhere. Why isn't Patrick Mahomes on this list?
Because he has not
Patrick
played
It's
well.
Mahomes-
disgraceful the fact that you haven't put him in there. But
Sorry,
still.
Patrick
He
Mahomes
hasn't
has
played
not
well.
had a good
He
season.
hasn't played well. So
Stop being
Right.
such a fanboy. It's like it really
I love them.
it gives me the ick. Stop it.
so we got to decide who to put in that 4th spot. Who are the names? Stafford, Jaden Daniels,
Stafford.
Or Jared Goff.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Listen.
I'm gonna. Ooh.
It's tough.
So I didn't mean to just say Stafford and leave it.
No, it's
Put it in your brain.
It's
Listen,
tricky.
okay, so
Stafford, Jared Goff, or Jaden Daniels. So
Jared
you
Goff-
guys are debating about that.
Jared Goff has balled out this season. Jaden Daniels has done wonders as a rookie. And Matt Stafford is doing what Matt Stafford does best. I'm going to kick one person out. Matt Stafford from that list.
I would take Stafford out just because he's
You're
been
taking him out?
I'm taking him out.
So
So,
down
it's
to Jaden
between Jaden Daniels and Jared Goff.
Oh, okay. I am gonna go with Jared Goff.
I was going to
Go
say
Jared Goff.
I was going to say Jaden Daniels, just have a rookie in
Ooh,
there.
Damn it.
Yeah.
How do you want to split it?
I mean, I could decide.
You can decide. Yeah, I
Who
think
have you
you
got?
should pick.
Matt Stafford.
Yeah, yeah. If we tie like this, you make the last call.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with because he has less of an
Around him.
ensemble.
Okay, so it's Jaden Daniels.
That's the word. I'm gonna go with Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
Okay, no.
I'm
Fair.
really
Nice.
impressed with him
Yeah.
being a rookie,
And
winning
doing what he's done. Yeah.
his first attempt
Yep.
a playoff
Yep.
match.
So those are the
I'll
4 names.
slam that down.
Yeah.
To emphasize
Bang.
on it.
So you
So
got.
we're going right. Okay, so the list is you guys have to choose between Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, or Jaden Daniels.
Cool.
You know what?
I'm
I
sorry,
think-
Detroit Lions fans.
Yeah.
It is what it
Lions
is.
fans,
It's
sorry.
cool.
It's
Jared
fine.
Goff is not in it.
Listen, I think that's a great list. People will ask, why have we put Joey B in the list? Joey
He
B,
balled, man.
despite the Bengals not making the playoffs, Joe Burrow
Mm-hmm.
had a baller of a season. He was playing MVP style football regardless of how they started. So that's why he's on the list.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like how we're tipping our hat to some of the rookies out there. And I think that's a nice list.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. Okay. Next up is running back.
Nice.
Okay.
The choices are
Hmm?
Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Jameer Gibbs, Bijan Robinson or Kyron Williams
Ooh.
or Jonathan Taylor. Now, let's take out Jonathan Taylor because no
hold
one
up.
cares about the Colts.
Hold up. Let me just tell you, my man hit over 1,000 yards, still missed 3 games and did some good stuff. I won't include him. I'll give him an honourable mention. So the top 3 are
Oh,
locked.
do you want an honourable mention for
I
Jonathan
honourable
Taylor?
mention them, yeah. The top
Right,
3 are
so
locked.
it's between Kyron Williams and Bijan Robinson.
And I'm going to...
Right, so just to be clear, Jonathan Taylor's out of it.
Out, yeah.
Okay.
So you've got Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Gibbs are the 3. So the 4th guy, who are you thinking? Bijan and Kyron. Wow.
You know what? Out of both of them,
quite-
Bijan Robinson I think Bijan Robinson's just done wild things and stuff this year for the Falcons. And I appreciate, obviously, Falcons aren't in the playoffs.
I'm going Kyron.
Kyron Williams.
I'm going Kyron. He set, I don't know what the record was, but I think he scored a touchdown consecutively in 6 or 7 or 8 plus games. Back.
You know what? Let's give an honourable mention to Bijan. Great.
Oh, you're going Kyron?
Let's go
Okay.
Kyron. I think that's a nice, easy one.
I think
Let's do it.
they're mad because Bijan Robinson is the Falcons' offense.
It's fair. Honourable mention. But
So
I'm
are
going
you guys
Kyron,
sticking with-
yeah.
This is dim lot.
Kyron
Are
Williams,
you guys sticking with this?
Yeah,
So you're
Kyron,
sticking,
yeah.
right.
So,
So,
yeah.
you're going. So the choices are Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Kyron Williams.
Yep.
Yeah.
Over Bijan Robinson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not to say he didn't do well, but that's who I'm going with. Defense.
Suck
I
it
need
up,
to-
Dre.
I need to get new
Suck it
friends.
up.
Right, we're going to defense now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
still
is
think
a-
it's criminal the fact that you haven't got Bijan Robinson. Anyway,
Can't get over it.
Jesus. We haven't got
Absolute
Bijan. We haven't
criminal.
got Patrick. Oh my God, we haven't got the Giants.
right, we're going to defense now while I
Okay.
ignore Ash. If the choices are Eagles, Vikings, Lions, Broncos, you should be having the Chiefs in there
Nah,
for their defense. Their defense is elite.
That's true, actually.
I mean, Chris
So
Jones.
I'm gonna put right. So the ones that should stick, I think we'll agree on this: Eagles, Vikings, Lions. Now,
Yeah.
I think the choice should be between the Broncos and the Chiefs.
Who else? Is there anyone else on there?
No, that's it.
I was going to say, the Chiefs have a good defense, and they always show up this time of season. Like I've said his name many times, Steve Spagnuolo is a mastermind. So those top 3 are locked. So it's between the Broncos and the
Broncos.
Chiefs. Oh, man.
Chiefs. I mean, you can throw in the Texans.
No.
You know what I would be happy with? Take out the Vikings, put in the Broncos and the Chiefs.
I'd keep the Vikings in there, man.
Take the Vikings out. Are
Brian-
you mad?
Brian Flores
Take
did
that.
a hell of a lot. I know.
You're a
I know.
hater.
I know.
You know what? Take the Eagles out as well, actually.
No,
Let's
no,
start a
no.
whole new list.
Those top 3 are good. I'm torn between the Broncos and the Chiefs, right? Because the
Yeah.
Broncos,
The
are
Broncos
great
and
defense.
Chiefs. You know what makes sense.
But I think the
The
Chiefs.
Broncos.
I think it would have to be
What's
there.
wrong with you?
No, I think it. I mean, honourable mention. I think it would have to be. I mean, the Chiefs haven't been amazing on defense,
What?
but they are. No, they haven't been amazing. Actually, tell a lie.
I'm not the only
Tell a
person
lie.
who's thinking this.
No, tell a lie. It's their offense that hasn't been amazing. Their defense has held them.
Their
in check.
defense have kept them this run going.
I'll vote Chiefs.
right?
To put in the
Chiefs.
4th spot.
You gonna be a hater?
Well, because you're going to be voting for the Chiefs anyway, so
Damn
there's no
right.
point in me
Oh,
putting the Broncos
yeah, so
in. There's no point.
If that's the case, then there's no
Yeah.
point.
No,
If it-
because you just said that you're gonna take out the Vikings.
we can't
Yeah,
take
but
the
you
Vikings
want them
out.
in. Yeah, but you want them in.
Is it going to be the Chiefs then? It's going to be the Chiefs. Isn't it?
How about those
No.
Chiefs?
No.
I'm gonna
Okay,
go
so
with
that's the
Chiefs.
4 then, yeah?
You've been outvoted because you're petty.
Says the most petty person in this room. Damn.
So the 4 is.
Listen,
So the
guys,
4
that's
is
a good one.
Eagles, Vikings, Lions,
Okay,
and
Chiefs.
the Chiefs
Cool.
over
Yeah.
the Broncos.
Oh,
The
Broncos
defense-
out, Chiefs in.
Defense is an interesting one. I mean, I'd love to hear what the fans' thoughts
Yeah.
and stuff are as well. I mean, is there somebody major that we've completely missed off?
Let us know.
Well, it's too late now.
Let us know. Yeah,
So
I mean, it's too late. It's already locked in. But
you
yeah.
guys choose between those teams that we've decided on each category.
Yeah.
It is your decision, and we will announce all of these things, the winners,
during Super Bowl week.
during Super Bowl week
Ooh.
Oof.
in New Orleans, baby.
Yes.
Baby.
So, vote for the categories that we've chosen.
Okay.
Yeah.
One that I disagree with completely when it comes to running backs, but still. So
There we go.
these are to blame. Anyway, you.
Are we going to say, is this going to be voting on socials, by the way?
This
Do
is
you want
what,
to say
yes. This is going to be voted on NFL on DAZN on their Instagram page.
Yep.
Please give us comments and let us know.
They will. They
that? You
will.
know nothing.
If you say nonsense, I'm going to put you on this show, and I'm going
Stick
to
to
shame you
soccer.
for being the fool that you are. So just play nice. Choose between the
Just
people that
pick.
we've actually and just pick.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all we want you to do. Simple request. Just pick. All right, guys. Are you ready for this weekend of football? I know it's
sad.
It's a little bit.
Yeah.
Meal of choice.
Ooh. Oh my God. Oh, on the spot.
On the
Damn.
spot.
Buffalo wings and blue cheese dip.
Boom.
I make a mean spicy cheese corn dip. I'll put the recipe up on my social channel. I'll make it for you guys. It's amazing. Tell you
Cheese
what,
corn dip.
oh my God, it is banging.
Talking tortillas
It is.
and
No, it's spicy. It's like corn, like sweet corn. It's Philadelphia cheese. It's, oh my God, chef's kiss. That, and you know what I'll say? Because you've gone with wings, I'm going to go ribs.
Ah, yes.
I'm going to go with George's choice because your
You don't have your own.
cheese corn dip.
You don't have your own choice then.
Your cheese corn dip will have me run into the bathroom. which I can still watch on NFL Game Pass on the zone.
You can.
Yeah, because you watch it on your mobile.
Right. We'll catch you guys next week. Let's see what we got right. And please vote. Let's go.
Not bad. Not bad.
That arm.
Not bad.
Arm on the boy.
Not bad. Kobe.